find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? Fight, 97.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Shot, 17. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
real quick.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yards that time on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Okay.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Real green. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. The Cardinals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Yellow, blue. Yellow, go. 43 rail. Switch, yellow. Check, huh?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, blue. Hey, green. Blue, black. 6, mega. Light blue.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready up. Red, yellow, set.
2nd and 6. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter.
Set, hunt. Blaster, 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, gotta catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? Just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 22, Jackson able to locate Andrews here on the out route. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 36, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. In motion right is Hopkins. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
52.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough, with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Field, black. Red, green.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the running running lanes non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yellow, roster, 6. Yellow.
They'll set up a throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 10-3. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Okay, ready?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Right, 77. Next red.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. In motion left goes a tight end.
Black shot.
Second and 11. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Higher, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Justin Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Throwing is Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, blue. Hey, green. 10 cycles.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now Jackson.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing, Jackson.
And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jackson.
He's got a man complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Jackson.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go, back. On the ball. On the ball. Ready?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up.